Hello, folks. In our previous example, we started relating stream with SQL statement. We learned that how we can make an equivalent of select star into stream API. Stream for each can be a good comparator when you relate this to SQL. Now, in this current section, we are going to see how we can add condition to that. For that, let us see, we are going to use the same student class. Okay, one correction I have made earlier, roll number and obtained marks were string. So I have seen that and I have corrected that. That's the only difference from there. Now we are going to start from here. So my task two would be to have where clause in SQL. So my current requirement is like print all the students whose obtained mark is more than 400. See, if I have to write it in SQL, what I'm going to write? I'm going to write select star from employees where obtained mark greater than 400. Okay. Now, for this where clause, there is an equivalent method in stream. We call it filter. This filter is not a terminal operation. It's an intermediate operation. We'll come to the difference when we'll see the example. So this filter method, as I told earlier, like all other methods in stream, it also takes a lambda function. Okay, and that lambda function takes one object and returns a boolean type. Why boolean type? Because based on this value, whether it's true or false, if it's true, we are going to keep that in the stream, otherwise we are going to drop that. Just like this condition where whoever meets the particular condition in this where clause is going to retain in the final output list or otherwise going to be removed. Let us try to write this code. Students, now I'm opening stream and then I'm going to write filter. Let us put what it takes. So filter takes a predicate. If you see, it has one argument. So predicate is like the earlier consumer. Predicate is also a built-in lambda function or functional interface. Okay, what does it take? As I told you, it takes an argument, and what does return? It has to return boolean. So what I'm going to do is dot get obtained marks greater than 400. As this is an intermediate operation, okay, this will not print anything. I need to put a terminal operation. One terminal operation is that I can put for each here, because after filter it's going to create another stream and is going to return us that, and on top of that stream we can use for each. But in this case, instead of for each, I'm going to show you how can you hold the new stream and collect it as a list or as a set and use it for future. Dot collect. So this collect method actually help us collecting into some other object. Collectors dot to list. This collectors does to list. It will collect it as a list and it will return to me. So for that, the input type is still going to be a list of same students, filtered students. If you see, it has no error. Usually we write it in multiple lines to make it more clearer. If you see, we write it this way. So if you see, we are getting filtered students. Now let us go back and print these filtered students. We can use the same Now we have done the where clause. Now we are going to do the for each for select. We have filtered it out. Now for each s arrow is out s. So this portion, first portion is going to do the where clause, and second part is going to give us the select clause. Let us try to run it. Let me comment out the previous one. Sorry. Okay. Let's try to run it. If you see, it is giving only those numbers, only those students who obtained more than 400 marks. It's not giving the students who are having less than 400 marks. There are students like this student. Yeah, I think only one student is there. No, two students are there with less than 400 marks. Okay, so you got this. Now we have similar problem. Print all the students whose course is maths. So the equivalent SQL is going to be select star from employees where course equal to maths. Let us try to write it in Java now using Streams API. Students dot, I'm opening stream, I'm opening filter. The filter is going to be the same. S arrow, the filter, it has to be an expression which is going to return a boolean, or in other sense it has to be a condition. Is dot get course dot equals, it's going to be maths. We got the filter. Now we are going to collect it. So Java 8 provided that collect and collectors.toList or collectors.toSet, but later versions has given us a more quicker and cleaner option. We can directly write toList. It will convert it to a list. Here toList is the terminal operator. Same thing we are going to use here. We are going to give name like filtered math students. Okay, I'm going to put them into multiple lines for more clarity. So it is, if you see, it is only comparing that course. This is the where condition filter. I'm taking into a list and I'm going to, this is my where condition and this is going to my select condition. Streams dot for each, I'm going to pass a lambda. In that lambda, I'm going to print it. Yes. Now save it, and I'm going to put a comment here. Sorry, I mean I'm going to comment this out. Let us see. If you see, we got only students whose course is maths. So I think slowly you are getting the idea. How are we going to use filter here? Filter takes a lambda function. Filter takes a lambda function, and that lambda function should contain only one condition. It must return a boolean. So if it is a single line, it is going to be a condition. If it is more than one line, you can write anything, but at the end, it should return a boolean. Okay. Now I'm going to work on the third problem. Print all the students whose name starts with A. If I'm going to write it in SQL, it's going to be select star from students where name like a modular sign. So anything that starts with A will be considered. Now I'm trying to code the same using Java streams. So let us take the collection students open the stream and put a filter. The filter is similarly going to take a lambda function. I need to write the predicate here. The predicate is going to be is dot get name dot char add, because I need the first character, char add 0 equal to what character do I want? A. Now this is my where condition. Now in this case I am directly going to use the for each. I'm going to write the select also in the same line, for each. This is going to take another lambda function. This is going to be a consumer. It's not supposed to return anything. So I'm just going to print it is out s. Okay. I'm going to comment out the previous one. So let us see what it gives. You can see right here this first line is telling us this is a where condition. This is a select condition. This is like select star. I'm not basically selecting anything. I'm printing the all the things. I should not say select because I'll come to select separately. Select star. It means not a selection of the whole thing we are showing. You see, it is showing only the students that whose name starts with A. So with that, I'm wrapping up this particular thing on filter. In the next one, I am going to work on select specific columns. This as so far what we have done, we have used always select star. So it's like showing the whole thing, which is equivalent to for each. So select, when we use select and specific column names, that is going to be something else that we are going to discuss in the next class. Thank you.